Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you subscribed. So I want to go into what I do specifically, which is what I specialize in. I am Glow Queen Sugarista, and that means I actually specialize in sugar waxing. What is sugar waxing, that you ask, because you might don't know? Well, sugar waxing is a all natural and organic way of hair removal. So it is still waxing, but instead we use a sugar paste made with all organic and natural ingredients that are formed together to form the paste. And we actually mold the paste onto your skin where the hair that you're trying to remove is located, and we take it off that way. Why, you ask? Why would anybody want to do that? Well, let's be clear. Waxing is great for the skin, number one. Sugaring especially is great for the skin because after your first wax, usually your hair will thin out after the first time, and it'll turn your hair finer and thinner. Not only that, is even more so made for people that have sensitive skin, that deal with breakouts, ingrowns, dryness, just things of that nature, things that, we typically normally deal with as men and women. Because women, let's be clear, it ain't just us dealing with dry skin and improper skincare. Okay? So, with that being said, what's the benefits of it, you ask? Well, let's start with it's natural and it's organic. Granted, I'm a realistic person. Everything is not for everybody, but if you are a person that you're prone to ingrowns, breakouts, or you get regular wax on occasions, and every time you're having a crazy breakout and you went multiple times, then that might not be the wax for you. But now, as far as sugar waxing, that in the other case, you might can try it. You never know. 95% of my clients that have had both waxes before have actually transitioned over to sugar waxing because they just prefer it way better. The results are better, I will say, as long as your tech knows what she's doing, as well as who don't want some nice smooth skin, especially when it's getting hot, because let's be clear, hair holds bacteria and it also holds smell. So, with that being said, we know when it starts to get nice and warm and hot on them good old 80, 90, and whoo child, depending on where you live at, 100 plus degree days, we sweat down there. It's enclosed. You ain't letting it hang out. It ain't just free all, So with that being said, this actually helps with that because when you're using your soaps and certain products on your skin down there especially, it can actually adhere to it so it can actually penetrate and moisturize and get into them pores. So we don't deal with the bacteria. We don't deal with that hair smell. We don't have to deal with any of that. So that's what sugar waxing is. Sugar waxing is beneficial to everyone, but more importantly, it's more so beneficial to people that have extremely sensitive skin, people that just go through skin breakouts, things of that nature, as well as what is sugar waxing. What body parts can you sugar wax? Well, any body part, basically. Psych, let me stop. So, the main body parts, of course, we all know Brazilian. That's the number one question. Yes, you can get your Brazilian wax, your underarm wax, your full legs, your arms, your stomachs, your back, your chest, as well as you can get facial waxing. So you can get your eyebrows, your chin, your mustache, your neck as well. The only thing we do not recommend when it comes to sugaring is actually people that have like an actual full-grown beard, because it's messy, it's sticky, and the sugar sometimes does not adhere to the person's skin, depending on who it is. The difference is between that and hard wax. Of course, hard wax is chemical based. Not all hard wax is bad, but it's the chemicals that's in it, depending on how it was made and formed, that give you a reaction. Or I always tell people, look at things later down the line. It might give you a reaction, not right now, but it possibly can give you a reaction, later down the line because of over usage over time. So that, please, you want to be mindful of that. One other thing that you do not, and I repeat, you do not want to do, because y'all is so famous Y'all want to use these razors, put them down. But most importantly, stop using Nair, Veet, any of those forms. Please stop using those items down below. Sis, what is you doing, bro? What is you doing? Like, is you crazy? Y'all don't even know what's in them products. Y'all really don't. If something can burn off your hair follicle, right, in a matter of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. Especially to put down there. No, it's time to let it go. It is time to let it go. That's just all I got to say about that. So, yes, so sugar waxing is very important. So with sugar waxing, you get it done every 4 to 6 weeks. The more you come, the more your hair just continues to thin out. I do tell people in between, sometimes every 4th to 6th appointment, you might have hair where it might look like it grew out a little bit further than your other appointments. Just remember, no hair follicle grows the same. So with that being said, is you have other hairs that's trying to play catch up. So at some point, they're going to play catch up. That's basically what that is. Don't be alarmed. Stay up on your appointments every 4 to 6 weeks. The only time I recommend 8 weeks is if you're extremely slow growers. Some of my men that come, most of them, they can usually go 8 weeks. Some of my women that just grow extremely slow can go 8 weeks, but I highly recommend staying in between that 4 to 6 week range, because then it is also showing consistency and what the results that you actually want. I will say there is no such thing as the hair will never just completely ever grow back. Can it happen? Yes, it can definitely happen. Will it happen? Is not 100%. It can thin out. It can slow down the growth. Yes, these things it can do. But just completely getting a wax and you think, oh, I'm going to get a wax for 3 years straight and it just ain't going to grow back at all. Y'all, that is not how that works. I have been getting sugar now myself for 3 years. I take that back. 4 years. And I still have to get waxed. Like, there's no in between. There ain't no faking it. That's what it is. Right? Another question that always gets asked all the time. This question gets asked all the time. And I honestly feel like this is a rhetorical question, but take it how you want. Oh, does it hurt? Y'all, you are getting pain inflicted on your skin and on your body. Does a tattoo hurt? Does a piercing hurt? I'm just saying, whether you feel like it might don't hurt you, but I'm saying it's still some type of pain. I always tell people when getting any type of wax, not just sugaring wax, but any type of wax, be mindful that yes, 9 times out of 10, it is going to be painful. The question is how good is your pain tolerance? Your pain tolerance is what is really going to be your advocate. Now, some of y'all have pain tolerance through the roof. That don't mean you're going to sit still and get a wax, because I have had it happen before. Some of y'all have low pain tolerance, and you're going to act the fool every single time you get in the chair. I get them too. I get them too. Yeah, I get those too. Then you got the ones where I ain't even did not even a whole strip, right? And you don't have no pain tolerance. And you quit. Y'all, that happens. People do not finish their waxes. And I tell people, if it is too unbearable for you, don't stick it out because you feel like, hey, I spent my money, right? You have lost out on way more than that in life. I promise you that. It's okay, because I always tell people, only you know your pain tolerance. I might can sit and get a wax and I'm fine. You might can sit and get a wax and you're fine. Or you might can sit and wax and be like, oh, you crazy. This hurt. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. That is fine, y'all. At least you say, hey, I tried it. I did it. It is what it is. Cool. It's just like anything in life. Waxing is not for everybody. Let's start there. Another thing is, people ask, can I get waxed when I'm on my cycle? So, because of this particular question, I personally, yes, I still wax people when they're on their cycle, but I only usually wax people when they either just started to come on and they're spotting, which most of the time, those are the phone calls that I get, is, Erica, can I still get waxed? My appointment's today. I literally just came on today, which most of the time, and I tell people, as long as you're not heavy and you can put a tampon in, you can get waxed. Y'all, as crazy as that sound, because I know some of y'all like, I can't believe you're doing it. Let me explain something to y'all. I'm a female. I already know how I go. But it's not only that. I have to be realistic. I have to be realistic. And the moral of the story is, I wax if you on your cycle. Like I said, as long as you're not heavy, which I usually state that up front, and I just let you know. We also have, I keep sanitaries and tampons and things of that nature in my salon for my clients, because I literally have some clients where they just came on as soon as they walked through the door. It happens, y'all. It literally has, some people are irregular. You cannot tell the time. You just can't tell. So yes, I do. As long as you're not heavy, whether you just came on, and some people, they'll literally be just coming off. Most of the time, if they already know what time it is, they're going to call and cancel. I don't play that. And I ain't never had to in my career deny nobody a service because of that particular situation. Thank goodness. But I'm just being realistic. Yes, we still wax when it comes to y'all being on y'all cycle. That is still not an excuse of why you think you also might be getting your deposit back, because that's enough. Because it's still last minute cancellation. As well as we just gonna move your appointment. So that's another thing to consider. Another question that I always get, and I think this is like the elephant that's always in the room when people figure out that I'm waxing, and I get this question all the time. Do it smell? Like, do it got a stench to it? So y'all, let me explain something to y'all. I don't care what nobody's telling y'all. And some people, yes, body odors is phenomenal, right? But even then, nobody's stuff smells like roses 24/7. If it's smelling like Bath and Body Works down there, baby, they done sprayed Bath and Body Works. Probably down there, perfume, deodorant, whatever you want to call it. And I ain't gonna say there's nothing wrong with that. Please don't spray y'all stuff there, because now y'all about to have me doing double duty, and the doctors too, and OBGYNs, because now you got BV and a yeast infection and all this other stuff because you're just doing too daggone much. Like, yes, stop doing stuff to your skin knowing that y'all know you ain't supposed to be doing that. Like, stop doing it. So that's another thing. The reality of it is, nobody's something now. Is it anything that I've dealt with unbearable? Thank God. No. Is it a possibility? I'm still in the field. So yes, there is a possibility. But one thing I love about my clients, and I always reiterate on my social media pages and things of that nature, you can shower, you can wash up. I don't care if you got to take a bird bath, do what you got to do. But I'm just saying this because just be mindful not only of more so others, but be mindful of yourself. Like, why wouldn't you want to be mindful of yourself? Why would you even want to lay on anybody's table? No, because the thing is, I don't care what y'all be talking about. If I smell you, you smell you. Even if it's embedded in your skin, you smell you. That's it. I don't want to smell it. Because I'm going to retire. I promise y'all, I'm going to retire. If I have anything that is unbearable, I promise y'all, my clients might be mad. But I'm just going to hang it up. That's it. I'm going to hang it up. So, yeah. So, that's some of the frequently asked questions, as well as, I would say, the number one, as well, besides just those particular questions. What can I do to help ease the pain, Erica? Like, what can I do to help ease the pain before I get a sugar waxing or any other type of hair removal services, more so in the waxing field? You can always take a good ibuprofen. Some people take up to 800, I ain't gonna say 800 milligrams, 30 minutes before your appointment. When you do this, people do say it helps take off the edge. I never tell people that you're not gonna feel the pain. If anybody tells you that, they're telling you stories. it can help ease the pain. Now, if you want to get a step further, what you can also do, now this is usually an hour before your appointment, you can always find some numbing cream. You can check on Amazon, the same numbing cream really that they use for tattoos. But do not go all the way in deep, all that. Do more so your bikini line, things of that nature. Do more so of that, as well as just like your top area. Don't be going all in, do all this other stuff. And you can actually put saran wrap on there as well to overtake. Yeah, this is a game. One of my clients actually did this, y'all, and it worked because she was one of my jumpers. So it definitely worked. So with that being said, and do that 30 minutes before, do a thin layer, saran wrap, an hour before, then go back 30 minutes before, another layer, saran wrap, come to the appointment, take the saran wrap off once you get in the bathroom, and then we'll remove the rest and take care of you. So that's just something you can do. You can do both, whatever you feel. My personal opinion, just come. If you want to get it done, just come, get it done, get it over with. Then you ain't got to worry about it. But I understand. Y'all pain tolerance is not my pain tolerance. So I do take that in consideration. I also study people's body language when it comes to getting a wax, because a lot of times y'all be in y'all head more than y'all think y'all in y'all head. And what y'all will do is stop the process, hold the process up, and it's y'all just in y'all head. And that's just normal. You're anticipating the pain. You're anticipating what's about to happen next. You're anticipating like, oh, this is about to be so uncomfortable. It is okay, y'all. I want to let y'all know, like, it is okay. Try those things, do those things. And when you try and do those, the rest is endless, literally. Like, once you get it done, and once we get to that butt crack, yeah, I say the butt crack. When you get to the butt crack, anybody had a wax, if you ever had a wax, and you got to that butt crack, you know when it say, all right, time. My clients know when I say time for the butt, they already know, like, whoo, they literally like, whoo, I know it's over. I promise you. On average, if you sit still, you good. Even if you move a little bit, the oohs, ahs, don't bother me. I ain't really, I work with my clients. So like I said, I study body language. If I see you're uncomfortable, if I see I got to calm you down, talk you off the cliff, I'm going to do that. We're going to get through this together. Teamwork make the dream work. It ain't just about me just getting your money. It's about making you feel comfortable and feeling so you can get to the end, so you can feel how good it feels to be nice and smooth. And you want to, some of y'all be want to go home and do the, oh, okay. So, yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, y'all, please, like, just try some of these things. If you never had a wax, try it. If you never had sugar and wax, but you had the other waxes, I honestly believe if you can do hard wax or the strip wax, the soft wax, you can do sugar and wax. That's my personal opinion. I will say that's the vast majority of my clients that have had all of those type of waxing, or at least 2 out the 3. And you're talking to your girl that I have been getting waxed for 5 years now. And out of the 5.5 years, and out of the 5, coming up on 4 years of me being sugared. I was actually getting hard wax previously before. The only reason why I switched, y'all, was, to me, the pain really hurt the same, in my personal opinion. But I got a high pain tolerance too. So, but my biggest reason why I switched, honestly, was, to me, the results was better. It thinned out quicker. It gave more of a smooth feeling, smooth look, because actually sugaring pulls from the hair follicle. So it's pulling with the grain, versus hard wax pulls against the grain. So a lot of times, if you ever had a hard wax and you wonder why you rub, and it might look smooth, now you gotta make sure your wax tech knows what you're doing, because some hard waxes do be smooth. I ain't knocking y'all, but I'm just saying, I've had plenty of people come in, and I know I've had it, and you feel it don't have to be a day. It could be the day of, and you go to rub against your top area, and you wonder why, like, dang, why I kind of feel a little prickly. Y'all, that's why it's pulling against the grain. It's actually breaking the hair follicle instead of pulling it directly from the root. That's the difference. And that's also what causes some ingrowns, because what ingrowns start to do, they start to curl up in your skin, which, of course, if this is your skin and it's supposed to pop through, but it don't pop through and it go like that, that's how ingrowns form. And that's how you start to get the ingrowns. So on your skin, that's how they form. So I just wanted to educate y'all on what is sugar waxing, what is the benefits, why it's important to, you know, get it done or at least try it out, the things you can do before your appointment if you always considered it. Y'all know I'm the owner of Snatching Body Beauty Bar, located here in Hampton, Virginia. But if you don't want to get a wax, we also offer facials, from face facials, back facials, butt facials, as well as intimate bleaching. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you come check us out. Subscribe to our email list at snatchingbodiesbb.com. Y'all have a great, amazing day. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks, y'all.